Abby. I'm 36 years old from Waxahachie, Texas, and this is Financial Audit. Like, we can find out things if we want to.
Sure. Yeah. Girl power came with girl math, and you're behind on your mortgage. So,
well, that's later.
Sounds
than
great.
That all
reliable.
I was very much in control of things back then.
Okay.
Before
He's
I
not
met
paying
my
the bills.
husband.
I hope we get to the point where he is legally obligated because he is morally obligated.
Yeah. So to kind of my brother
You got laid off. Well,
Okay.
we're on the why you were late. You got laid off. It took 8 months. Why did it take 8 months to get any kind of income, though?
Well, I mean, I was applying
To what, though?
all the insurance and like
Okay.
assistant, like basically
sometimes-
because I have my underwriting license.
Which is great, and that's where I would want you to end up, and that is where you ended up.
Yeah.
But if we're not collecting unemployment because we
Yeah.
can't finish an application, maybe we're dropping some fries in the grease thing
Well, so
to just make a little
My
bit, especially
son-
since you had his income as well.
Yeah.
Combine that with the lower income on your side, we can at least start keeping level on payments.
So I thought of it as, so me not working, I took my son out of daycare. So that was
How much is daycare?
about a little more than 200 a week.
Okay,
So,
you could have made more than that.
yeah, but with
Okay.
driving also. So
Oh, come on. How much to try?
Well,
how
his
close
home
are you to
daycare-
your nearest McDonald's?
like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But so he had a home daycare with
Which was how far away?
it was an hour away.
Okay, get somewhere closer.
I had problems trusting him in anywhere else.
Him, the kid?
Yeah,
Was
my
he a little
son.
delinquent?
No, I don't know. I was raised in a home daycare, and when I moved to Waxahachie,
What about a regular
I don't know
daycare?
anyone there. We did try that for 1 month when we first
And?
moved to Waxahachie.
And?
It was horrible. Like, they were screaming, they were yelling.
What, the kids?
The teachers,
Okay.
the staff were like yelling at the kids. They were like throwing them all in timeout. And he was 3 when all this started happening. And he was like traumatized to where if I ever went anywhere, he was immediately glued to me. And he was never that kid until that month. And he was there for a month, and it just like ruined him. And so I put him back in the home daycare.
Okay.
But now he's in school.
If I go get food
So-
poisoning from a restaurant, doesn't mean I never go to another restaurant again.
Well, certain restaurants, I mean, I'll never eat at like El Chico's, which I don't think they're in business anymore though. But my brother got food poisoning from there, and it caused his Crohn's to come out, basically.
I assume you go to other restaurants. In fact, I have your spending.
Yes.
I know you do. Doesn't mean you can't trust another daycare ever again because you had a bad experience. I get it.
Yeah.
It sucks. Makes it harder. But listen, you can make more than $200 a week.
Yeah.
You can get daycare that is closer
But that's
to your
why
house.
I started doing the Sanrio business.
Yeah, which is not even close to, it's okay, 10 net. It's doing
Well, when I was
15%
really
of the
trying,
mortgage?
I mean, when I was really trying, I could go one weekend. I would have a 6-hour live
okay.
sale.
Okay, great.
And it would be $1,000.
You know what? There we go. We did it. Fantastic. So you were unemployed, but you had enough money, so you're making money. Great. Then why the f*** are we behind on the mortgage? Because you said the reason is because you wanted to play. But now you're saying you were doing really well, making your money with your little Sanrio. So what then? Because you just completely negated your own excuse.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Spending, I
Great.
guess.
Oh, good. What did we need to spend on when we couldn't afford to pay our mortgage? And you have 2 mortgages?
No. So
Oh.
my brother, that's the hairy subject, is why like I moved out of that house when I met my now husband. So like me and my brother, we went pretty much almost 2 years without talking after I
Why?
had gotten married, because he didn't think
Because he wanted to marry you. Why?
he was being the protected brother and thought that we had jumped into a relationship too fast.
Tell him to mind his own business. I don't care.
He's kind of like got Asperger's, so I've come to understand.
Isn't
It's on the spectrum of
yeah.
autism, so it's more of like a social anxiety. And so having someone
So
that
you didn't message him?
Yeah, basically. I didn't tell him that he would be staying the night or he would be coming over, and it upset him to the point of that. It was a very tricky situation back then. Like, we have made amends and everything is like on the up and up now. But so he fully pays for that mortgage. My dad.
But you're on it.
Yes, because it would, and he didn't make enough money when.
Meaning if he gets laid off and doesn't have an emergency.
Well, he does now. He didn't make enough money then.
Yeah.
To refinance and get my name off.
But you're on it still.
Yes.
So I don't give a shit about that.
But there's no mispayments on that one. So that
for
one,
now. What if he doesn't?
My dad is kind of like head of that.
Is he on it?
No, but he's kind of acting
How old's
as dad? How old? 60.
How's health?
65. Good, decent. Well, he's like just started like a new diet, and he's really starting to get back in health and like watching his cholesterol and stuff.
So if he come on.
I mean, he's pretty healthy compared to most 65-year-olds in this area.
I'm just saying, if he dies,
yes,
and your brother gets laid off, eats too many Asperger's, like I think, then what happens? Then you're responsible for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to sell the house in Waxahachie. Anyways, I don't like it out there. I hate it out there.
Fake name.
It really is. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start going through these debts.
Okay.
So, Bank of America, Royal Caribbean?
Yeah, that was for the honeymoon.
Last year?
2 years ago?
Oh my gosh. Well, what I'm so confused about, 2 years ago, wonderful.
So I was making...
It's not that far off from the max.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
The reason it's gone back up to the max basically is because of me not being able to pay it when I wasn't working.
You've been working for 2 months and you said you were making good money off of like a little nut guy over here. So
I wasn't applying it the way that I should have, obviously.
There you go. An actual real answer. Thank you. Some responsibility. Okay. So, you owe $4,257 on here and 51 cents. This is insane. Oh my! What are you doing? What are you doing? The minimum of the payment is normally $181. Okay, wonderful. We can pay that. Yo, $515. No. Yo, $696 because you're not doing anything. You put $15 towards the $50. What is $50? $50 is nothing. You've been making income for 2 months and you've been doing well with little pink over there. So I don't understand. Why are you possibly behind on this as well as your mortgage? You weren't paying anything? Anything? At least pay something. What is happening here? Well, $40 of fees are charged because guess what? We're not paying anything because we don't know how to act like an adult even though we have 3 kids. And $100.07 of interest is being accrued.
I did pay what I could. So that one was $50. I paid $50, but it's not enough. You owe a minimum
$181, but not really because it's $696 because you don't know how to pay it. $50 is nothing for your situation. You can pay more than $50. Listen. Miscellaneous bullshit spending in your spending was $1,389. So I don't know what the you're talking about. You could have paid more than $50.
We had plumbing issues at the house.
That's not miscellaneous bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, miscellaneous bullshit. The things we put in that categories are things like video games, in-app spending, things like that. Random little things.
Yeah. Well, that's why the funds were not paid towards that bill because
because you're spending
plumbing.
What are you talking about? I literally just said you spent $1,389 on miscellaneous bullshit. That is not plumbing.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, but I mean, we did have to pay plumbing, so that's why we didn't pay for that bill. But
do you not understand what I'm saying? Is it seriously not making it through somehow? What do you mean you do? Then why do you keep saying this plumbing thing? Plumbing thing. I'm not pushing it back against it. Listen, if you clog up a toilet with your massive from eating all those ass burgers, I will allow you to go get it unclogged via a plumber. I will allow that. I am not talking about that. I am talking about how you spent double what you owe on here on miscellaneous bull.
Yeah.
Not the plumber. And please don't take a in our toilet because I don't want to pay for one.
Well, having 3 kids definitely clogs toilets. But it was a water main leak, and the city claimed it wasn't on our side.
Again, I do not care. I do not care. I just said I don't give a about that. Yes, you will pay for that.
Okay.
That is not what I'm calling out. Are you incapable of understanding that? I'm sorry. I really don't want to be mean. How why do you keep bringing it up? I've already said I don't give a and that is not what I have brought up. So what do you care? What? For sake.
Honestly, I don't know what the miscellaneous spending is on. So.
Well, no, you don't know how to look at your statements. You said you don't know even how to look at your spending.
I got real anxious about it because I was behind, and so I stopped looking at it. So,
but that just causes more anxiety down the future when you know you lose your house.
Yes.
Go through our debt program. Please, you get it for free. It'll at least help you approach this debt in a way where you can overcome the anxiety. Then go through our budgeting program. Learn how to budget. Learn how to look at your documents. Learn how to put them down on paper. Go through them. You get them for free by being a guest.
Yeah.
Right now, 35% off, link in the description below, but you get them for free by being a guest, and you need to go through it. Take the quizzes, go through the education, take it seriously, and take it with your husband and combine your finances. Like
He's
adults.
Way worse off on finances than I am.
What do you mean? What does that look like? What do you mean?
Well, why he won't go on the show? He's definitely he doesn't want to confront his issues.
What are his issues?
Spending issues.